Ndeje University TV, your source of knowledge and wisdom. Boda Boda Riders training kicks off with a low turn-up. Implementation of parliamentary resolutions. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni meets East African community leaders on illegal guns in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Ndeje University Football Club ready to present the best in the East African University Games. Wakiso Giants beat Express FC at Kabaka Chabagu Stadium on Monday. Different Boda Boda training centers across Kampala have registered a low turn-up of Boda Boda riders. Boda Boda riders blame this on KCCA for less mobilization and sensitization. Taking a look at the story with Tendo Rebecca.
The Boda Boda training that kicked off on Monday, 29th November, started on a low rate, with most riders not turning up at different centers in several divisions in Kampala. The 6-week training exercise aimed at averting road crashes in Kampala, as there is a need to curb the crisis in public transportation, streamline Boda Boda operations in the capital city, train and equip all riders with skills and clear documentation so as to reduce the ever-increasing number of accidents as a result of Boda Boda usage in Uganda. The State Minister, Kabuye Kyaffa of KCCA and Metropolitan Affairs, on Thursday said that 94% of the Boda Boda riders in Kampala do not have driving licenses as recommended by the Ministry of Works and Transport. A total of 39,000 of the 42,000 registered Boda Boda riders are operating without driving licenses in Kampala. Under this training, riders are to pay 60,000 shillings for training in the selected driving schools across Kampala. Some of the selected 9 driving places for training are Wefunire Driving School, Haras Driving School, Prestige Driving School, J&K Driving School, BK Transport Driving School, Country View Driving School, Tamale Driving School, and Jet Riders Driving School. Some of the Boda Boda riders say that attending the training wouldn't have been the problem, but due to the huge amount for registration, many were limited.
Abantu ne bateekayo ssente era ne bateekayo ssente zaabwe emitwalo 6 n'ekitundu ne basoma, naye nabo ne basigala nga beemulugunya nti tebaategeera ensonga lwaki baasoma, tebalina kye baabawa kibalaga nti bo banjawulo ku batasomye. Kati deni twadde tuli awo nga tulowooza nti kuba nze saasoma saaliwo, ne ngamba ekyo kiyise kigenze. Kati twadde tuli awo nga batugamba ate abatasoma tulina okuddamu ne tusoma, ate deni kati ne tubuuza bali abaasoma ne tugamba ati bali abaasoma. Kati nasanze yasoma n'angamba nti nno mmwe abatasoma baabagambye mugende musome. Kati ne mugamba abaasoma ne musasula ne ssente baabawa ki oba njawulo ki egenda obbawukanya ku ffe abatasoma. Ntya nti ffe baatugambye mbu bagenda tukwasa poliisi ffe abaasoma.
Others say that there's nothing to gain in this training as compared to those who attended the first training, as those attending it for the first time, they are all the same.
Gwasooka twewandiisa ne tuwaayo ssente zaffe emitwalo 6 naye ate kati bino batugamba nti nate tuddemu twewandiisa ate era tuddemu tuteekeyo emitwalo 6. In fact tetumanyi ki kye tugenda kukola kubanga already luli twawaayo ssente tetumanyi ki kye zaakola. Nakati ate batusabe ssente endala kati awo nze mba sibitegeera.
The training is aimed at curbing road accidents in the Kampala metropolitan area. According to police reports, Boda Bodas are one of the major causes of accidents in the country, with at least 4 people dying due to motorcycle-related accidents. The low turn-up of Boda Boda training comes as a result that the government did not do enough mobilization and sensitization among the Boda Boda riders. That is why many were less informed. The riders are to be trained on traffic laws, traffic signals, junction boxes, driving on urban roads and highways, fines and offences, interpreting the signals and riding skills. Tendo Rebecca Gwaliwa, Agnes Nabugwao, live at 8.
Thank you, Tendo. Different ministries of government have presented to Parliament the actions taken on the resolutions passed by the legislature. The leader of government business, who is also the Prime Minister, told legislatures that government is making necessary interventions to implement the resolutions. Let's take a look at the story.
Between May 2021 and May 2022, the 11th Parliament resolved on several issues and assigned the line ministries to take action on them and later report back to Parliament with interventions made. In the plenary session chaired by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament on 24th November, the leader of government business in Parliament, Honorable Robin Anabanja, presented the first action taken report on resolutions of first session of the 11th Parliament in respect to Rule 220 of Parliamentary Rules of Procedure.
To provide information to Parliament on action taken by government, ministries, departments and agencies in fulfillment of Rule 220 of our Rules of Procedure of Parliament of Uganda.
The Prime Minister, however, said that some resolutions had not been handled because they needed further legislation and new policy formulation that government is planning to initiate in due course. In the capacity of acting leader of opposition, Honorable Medard Lubega Segona asked Parliament to critically look at reports to ensure their compliance to parliamentary procedures and response to the requests of Parliament.
It is upon us to look at the specific action points taken by the ministries. And we point out where a particular ministry has complied with the rules, we dispose of that. Where a ministry has not complied with the rules, we give them time to go and make good whatever has not been sorted. One, that we will not lose time, but at the same time, we'll comply with our rules by looking at both recommendations and as we said, both recommendations and resolution.
The Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Thomas Tayewa, advised fellow MPs to be considerate of the type of resolutions they pass in a bid to enable government take necessary action.
See, maybe there are resolutions we passed and they are very difficult to implement. You become honest to each other. It helps us, even enriches next time the debate when we are passing resolutions. We know we should only pass what can be implemented. What cannot be, we can.
According to the Minister of Higher Education, Honorable Christian Muyingo, his ministry has made necessary interventions to enable children in Karamoja region attend school like their counterparts in other regions.
In addition, government has put in place the following interventions in Karamoja sub-region. A, construction of boarding facilities, saving the children lose long walk distances. B, school feeding program, where food is distributed to schools, thereby attracting learners to schools. C, construction of water facilities, valley dams and tanks, thereby saving children from searching for water for animals and creating time for them to be in school. D, coding of schools. The ministry has coded more schools in Karamoja region.
On behalf of the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the Attorney General Chiryowa Chiwanuka presented what has been done in response to parliamentary concerns of female genital mutilation for young girls. He noted that securing implementation of penal code requires securing conviction of offences committed.
We had 7 cases in the period 2021 after May and 40 cases in 2022 of FGM, female genital mutilation. These offences are mainly committed in the areas in Nakonyen village, in Katikile Parish, Topak Sub-County, which is a grazing area in Moja sub-region. We also had in November 2022, which is recent, one conviction of a person who, a 46-year-old woman, who was sentenced to 4 years in prison for procuring 4 girls aged 13 to 15 years to acts of male genital mutilation.
The Minister of Health, Honorable Ruth Acheng, he made responses on resolution for government to offer free drugs to Ugandans suffering from diabetes and high blood pressure.
The screening for diabetes and high blood pressure related retinopathy is a service offered free of charge by ophthalmologists and ophthalmic clinical officers in all public health facilities from Health Center 4 and above. However, the emphasis of the ministry is primary prevention of diabetes and hypertension and early treatment to prevent complications like retinopathy.
The MP for Kalungu West County, Honorable Gonzaga Seungu, asked Parliament to make necessary follow-up after adopting action reports from ministers.
Because after adopting this action plan, the next step, Honorable Speaker, under your leadership and guidance, you are going to give us support to go and prove whether what these people were asking actually took place. When you talk about cattle rustling, giving people back their cattle, we have to assess who got them or they were stolen.
The ministries that presented their reports include Works and Transport Ministry, Ministry of Water and Environment, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Internal Affairs, Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Ministry of Education and Sports, plus others captured in the parliamentary resolutions. Frank Senabulia, live at 8.
Thank you, Frank. During a meeting held on Monday in Kenya, Nairobi, President Museveni told East African community leaders that illegal guns are still existing in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and this is the main reason as to why there is still insecurity in the region. Let's take a look at the story with Harriet Tamaya.
While addressing leaders of the East African community virtually during the EAC-led Nairobi process on restoration of peace and security in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, in third inter-Congolese dialogue that took place in Nairobi, Kenya, President Museveni informed fellow leaders that many illegal guns still in hands of foreign and local armed groups are an impediment to lasting peace in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo and the entire region.
The main problem are the illegal guns in Congo. These illegal guns have been there almost continuously since Congo's independence. And the illegal guns are in two categories. Category one are the illegal guns held by foreign armed groups from other countries.
He added that the guns currently being held by foreign armed groups like the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF from Uganda, the Interahamwe of Rwanda, and other groups from Burundi and Angola, plus the internal Congolese groups such as the Kodiko, M23, Mai Mai, and others have also these years been killing Congolese and disturbing neighbors.
And the illegal guns are in two categories. Category one are the illegal guns held by foreign armed groups from other countries. These are the ADF of Uganda, Interahamwe of Rwanda, Red Tabara of Burundi. In the past, there used to be UNITA of Angola and FNL of Holden Roberto of Angola. That's one category of the armed groups in Congo. All these years, killing Congolese and also disturbing neighbors.
Speaking from experience, President Museveni noted that the internal groups of Congo that came from the weakening of the state authority of that area, Eastern DRC, for a prolonged period can be handled by combining the political methods. The president further called for harmonized efforts to bring everlasting peace in the region. President Museveni commended the efforts made by Operation Shujaa in the Eastern DRC, which has been going on for almost a year, now conducted by the combined forces of Congo and Uganda.
The operation which has been going on for almost a year now, conducted by the Congolese army and the Uganda army in the three sectors of North Kivu and Ituri, show what can be this operation has shown that we have the capacity to deal with these groups in spite of the difficult terrain, the forest and so on. We can deal with these groups. But these ones also, in my opinion and our experience, can be handled by combining the political methods, i.e. dialogue, with the military method, if there is any group that is adamant and doesn't want peace.
Museveni added that with 1.6 million refugees, Uganda now is the richest country in refugees in Africa and is number 4 in the whole world and in the wealth of refugees, something that he said is not fair and not necessary. The Kenyan President, His Excellency William Ruto, said that the pursuit of peace is an inevitable precondition for the prosperity of the East Africa and reaffirmed Kenya's commitment in supporting the restoration of peace in Eastern DRC.
While our brothers and sisters elsewhere in the globe are holding huge conferences in big tents to discuss investment and trade. And they are holding huge conferences in big conference halls to discuss trade and investment. Our people are in tents as refugees and displaced persons. It will be an indictment on us, the leaders of this continent. And that is why this assignment is an assignment we must not fail to discharge and to resolve.
The President of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, who also attended virtual, welcomed the swift response in seeking to restore peace in Eastern DRC and said that Rwanda is committed to the process of addressing the root cause of insecurity in Eastern DRC once and for all.
The primary reason for this persistent crisis is the failure to implement the many agreements that have been reached at various levels and at different times in past years. I most sincerely believe that this time around, these efforts are going to bear good results.
According to the East African Community Secretariat, the inter-Congolese dialogue has been re-energized and incorporates consultations among armed groups in Eastern DRC, local community leaders, civil society, and other relevant stakeholders, with the aims of finding sustainable solutions to the protracted security situation. Harriet Semaya, live at 8.
Thank you, Harriet. With a few days left for the East Africa University Games on the 16th of December at Ndeje University main campus in Luero, Ndeje University Football Clubs tightens their training, hoping to present the best during the games in Luero. Let's take a look at the story with Sarah Chirabo.
Football, also known as soccer, is a team sport played between two teams of 11 players each. It is widely considered to be the most popular sport in the world. A ball game is played on a rectangular grass field or occasionally an artificial turf with a goal at each end of the field. The object of the game is to score by maneuvering the ball into the opposing goal. Different institutions have been practicing the sport idea and participating in different tournaments, hence building popularity in Ndeje University inclusive. Ndeje University Football Club, also known as Ndu Lions, is a Ugandan university football club from Ndeje in Luero district. They have mostly played in the second division of Uganda football. Ndeje were one of the founding clubs of the Federation of Uganda Football Association Big League in 2009. The club is affiliated to Ndeje University, the second Ugandan team in the Uganda Premier League to be affiliated to an educational institution after Kirinya Jinja Secondary School FC, now Busoga United, which is affiliated to Jinja Senior Secondary School. According to Coach Collins, Ndeje, who will host the East African University Games in December, started their trainings earlier, hence well prepared for the games.
The players already, we have them, and we have come 3 months before, and we are ready. We are organizing. I think by the time the tournament will begin, definitely our players will be ready when it comes to soccer.
The team captain in the University Football Club, George Akena, believes his team will make it to keep the university reputation as far as sports is concerned.
We are well versed and prepared because the way we are training, we believe we shall make it.
The fitness coach of Ndeje University Football Club, Collins Izandi, the team is expectant of medals, either silver, bronze or gold, and hoping to present the best.
Silver, bronze or gold. We have ever worked for it. We can still get it as long as we are prepared. Because for a team to get a medal, depends on the preparation and which target you want as the club. I know with God everything is possible, we can make it. Sure.
The East African University Games will start from 16th to 21st December 2022, where different universities from East African region will converge to participate in 21 sports disciplines at Ndeje University main campus Luwero. Sarah Chirabo, live at 8.
Thank you, Sarah. And in sports, Wakiso Giants beat Express FC 3-2 at Kabaka Chabago Stadium on Monday. Let's take a look at the story with Alan Gamoli.
Sebufu gave the Purple Sharks a deserved lead in the 7th minute, with Kasule assisting with a well-weighted cross across before the later tuned scorer in the 26th minute with Grant Masiko, the provider. Ntege ensured the game remained alive for the 7-time champions with the goal in the 32nd minute, and he later equalized with a nice header 3 minutes after the break.
The ball is played over the top again to find Ntege, heads it, and then it's in the back of the net for Express.
However, James Odecho's men failed to hold on as Sebunya sealed the win for the host in the 58th minute after getting at the end of Kasule's netball on the counter. There were changes by either coaches, with Rahmat Semfuka, Norman Ojiku, Shafik Chimbowa, and Marvin Nyanzi coming on Wakiso Giants, while Hassan Mubilu, Ivan Mayanja, and Marvin Oshaba came for Express. Ibrahim Kasule had an outstanding game where he was also pointed out as the man of the match in that game. The results take Wakiso Giants to 21 points in the first place, while Express remain 5th with 14 points. Wakiso Giants' next game will be a trip to Njelu to take on a Bull on the 2nd of December, and Express FC will also be away to Alua Hill on that same day. Agnes Nabugwao, Alan Gamoli, live at 8.
And the goalkeeper.
Thank you so much. That was live at 8. My name is Anselm Ojaro. See you next time.